I'm Dr. Sarah Beck and I'm a psychologist at the University of Birmingham. I'm interested in cognitive development and how children develop their reasoning and decision-making skills, and I'm especially interested in how children think about time and their imaginations. One of the things I'm interested in is when children experience regret. So we know that adults, we all have regrets. We might think about how things might have been different or what things we could have done in the past to make our present reality better. So we might think about we could have worked harder, then we would have passed an exam, or we should have got out of bed earlier and then we wouldn't have missed the train. So what my research is interested in is when do children start to have these thoughts? When do children start to realise that they could have done things differently in the past and that how they feel at the moment could be changed? So there's already been quite a lot of research on how adults might feel regret. So we know that if adults make a choice and then they find out that if they'd made a different choice things would have been better, then they rate themselves as feeling less happy. And so they do this based on what's called counterfactual thinking, thinking about what might have been. So they consider the alternative choice, what they might have done, and compare that to what they actually did. So what we were interested in is finding out when children have this experience of regret, when they make the comparison. We know that children from about the age of 4 can think about what might have been, so they can entertain these kinds of ideas. But what we wanted to find out was when do children use these counterfactual thoughts to experience regret? In our experiment, children saw 2 different boxes and they got to choose one of the boxes and keep whatever was inside it. So having chosen one of the 2 boxes, they found out there were 2 stickers inside there. Children were then asked to say how happy they felt on a face rating scale which had 5 different faces ranging from very happy to very sad. Then children got to see what was in the other box, the unchosen box. Now the unchosen box either contained 8 stickers or it was completely empty. If the other box contained 8 stickers, we expected that children might feel regret. They would wish they'd chosen the unchosen box. But if the other box was empty, we'd expect children to be even more happy with the box that they chose. So at the end of each trial, we asked children to use the smiley face rating scale again to show how they felt. So what we found is that children from around 5 or 6 years of age are able to experience these complex counterfactual emotions like regret. So they rate themselves as feeling less happy when they realise that had they done something else, things would have turned out better. And then what's particularly interesting is that we followed this up in some other research and found that when children start to make these comparisons between what might have been and what actually happened, they also can use that information to make better choices in the future.